David orders the census, and then his heart strikes him after he conducts it. He doesn't need a prophet to tell him he's done wrong. The Spirit does the work himself. A feeling of anxiety can be a prompting that you've done wrong and need to confess, or that you should stop whatever it is you are doing or considering. Don't ignore pangs of the heart. Stop and turn to the Lord. Confess as David always did, I have sinned against the Lord. Don't make excuses. Confess. Hate that you are choosing wrong and ask Him to cleanse you from unrighteousness. And if you don't know what it is, just stop. Get on your knees. Turn to Him. Talk to Him. Wait for Him to show you and make things clear. David is given 3 choices of punishments: 3 years famine, 3 months fleeing from pursuing enemies, or 3 days of pestilence. David chooses to fall into the hands of the Lord. He doesn't want to be given over to his enemies. Why does he make the choice? He knows God. He knows God is merciful. Don't choose to go to your enemies. Don't turn to the comforts of this world, which our true enemy wants to entice us with, to make us forget about those heart pangs and troubles. When you are in trouble, fall on the mercy of God. Fall into His hands. Doesn't that sound like a good place to be? Nothing bad ever happens to the Christian who chooses to remain in the palm of God's hand. We're comforted, protected, provided for, nourished, cared for, cherished, and chastised as needed. It's only ever all for our good. Put it all in your loving Father's hands. Put your life in His hands. Choose His wise decisions for your life. Choose His ways. Humble yourself to go to Him and stay with Him. Confess your faults and let Him deal with them. He will remove them. Want Him to. We just choose to remain His. We just have to choose His mercy and love. We just have to choose to abide in His love. It's the only path to victory over sin. Fleeing your enemies will not work. In your own strength, you can't outrun or outmaneuver them. They will eventually catch up to you. And famine is worse. Don't turn from God because you are hiding your sin. You'll go into a famine. The life in God's Word and the flowing of the Spirit will dry up. There's only one place of life and victory, of restoration and revitalization after a defeat. Place yourself in God's hands.